I want to talk about secrets. I grew up in church, and then I guess I liken my story to that of the prodigal son. I wound up in the world and came back to church, and then that coming back, I also entered into recovery, which kind of gave me um, a different perspective and some insight into some new things, some new ways of life, some new thoughts, and even some new insights into the church. And one of the things that it opened my eyes to in the church was a culture of secrecy that was in the church, or should I say, that is in the church. And I say that in recovery, we're taught that you're as sick as your secrets. So we're taught in recovery to have no secrets. Now, did that mean that you go around telling everybody everything? Are we telling people to be fools? No, that's not what we're telling people. But what we're saying is that you should have somebody that you trust to tell your secrets to. Do the same person have to have all your secrets? No, that's not what I'm saying. Neither that's what they saying in recovery. Now, mind you, that's what they saying in recovery. So, all right, so that's what I was taught in recovery. So, mind you, let's come to church. Let's come to church or let's come to the Bible. If anybody been in church for more than 2 weeks, I'm sure you've heard the quote, "The effectual, fervent prayer of a righteous man availeth much." Sure, you've heard it before. But here's my concern with the church. In the Bible, that same scripture that comes from the book of James, chapter 5, I'll be reading the King James Version, chapter 5, verse 16, says, "Confess your faults one to another and pray one for another, that ye may be healed. The effectual, fervent prayer of the righteous man availeth much." Now it's interesting that we often hear the effectual, fervent prayer of a righteous man availeth much. But when was the last time you heard your favorite pastor stand up and read and preach and talk about confessing your faults one to another and pray for one another that ye may be healed? I find it interesting. In recovery, they say we're sick as our secrets. And then in the scriptures, it teaches us to confess your faults one to another, that you may pray for one another, because that's where the healing come in. Getting rid of the secrets. That's where the healing come in. And let me say this. One of the things, and I say this all the time, because there's a level of trust that has to take place for this to be practiced. There's a level of trust that has to be take place. The church has to become a safe place. It has to become a safe place. And right now, people don't feel so safe. We keep these secrets. We keep up these walls. We have people thinking that we're so perfect. And I'm going to say this and I'm going to shut up. This is a thing that really bothers me. This is something that bothers me a lot. There's this belief. I often have people, the unchurched, or people that's not saved, say to me, "Man, when I get myself together, I'm going to come to church." And that thing saddens me because it tells me that our message is blurred. We haven't given over the right message. When people think that they have to get themselves together before they come to church, clearly our message is flawed.